You join us for an episode of Cars and Coffee Canberra. Here's my first guest, Stephen.
I've completely gone the wrong road, but that's okay. Let's do a U-turn.
We're in a BMW 235i.
M235i.
M235i. And we're just ripping it around in an undisclosed location.
Yep.
We're gonna go get some coffee. That's what this is all about. So, if you've just joined us, this is our first episode. Oh, Stephen's our first guest, and he's driving the 235i. So on this episode, we'll be exploring one of Canberra's best cafes, not by taste, but by location. We're going to the top of Red Hill today. If you don't know where Red Hill is, it's basically a big hill behind Parliament House in Canberra.
Where all the rich people live.
Pretty much. So this is Stephen's car. What year is this, Stephen?
2014. Although when I bought it, it was listed as 2015.
Okay.
So I think the seller might have been a blithering idiot.
So, 2014-15, depending on how you look at it. How long ago did this come? So when did the M2 come out? We're looking at late 2015?
Yeah, so the M2 came out in 2015, I think November 2015. This one has the same engine as the original M2.
Oh, cool.
But the new M2 got a better engine. By that I mean it's got the M3, M4 engine from the F80 series. I actually had a look into this because I don't think they could put this engine in the new M2 competition.
Why not?
Because it doesn't meet the emission standards anymore.
Oh.
So they had to have a new engine.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, that's alright. That's pretty good. I mean, at least you know you're doing your part for the planet.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if you want to save the planet, buy M2.
Exactly. And so what car did you have before this? Because well, I know what car you had, but we want to let them know what you had.
I had a 2004 BMW 545i.
Very reliable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's like no problem with it whatsoever.
No issues. Cheap servicing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Only about $20,000 in the past 2 years. Not including tires and not including regos. So
oh man,
it's pretty cheap, I think.
Yeah, it's alright. You're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
I guess, you know, if you want to rock around a $15,000 car, that will end up costing you $35,000.
It was actually $9,000 when I bought it.
Wow. All right.
Spent $20,000 on it and I sold it for $7,000. It was a fantastic investment.
Oh man, that is.
Oh, it's brilliant.
That hurts.
Oh, it's fine.
It's fine. Now you got this.
It's just, you know, everyone needs a V8 in their lives, no matter how painful the experience is.
That was a V8, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I don't remember being. It was a very quiet V8. Like they had.
It was absolutely the quietest V8 ever.
But the reason why I like this car so much is because it's like the straight six is just the quintessential BMW engine, right? Like,
yeah, that's right. So before the 5 Series, I had a 125i.
Right.
So that had the 3-liter straight six naturally aspirated engine.
Yeah.
Has exactly the same gearbox as this has in here.
Okay.
And that was actually a lot of fun, despite the fact that it makes 3 horsepower.
All the way this sounds like it's just pops and bangs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I think this car sounds absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and I think the whole thing was people were umming and ahhing if they were going to make an M2.
Yeah.
I think it was expected, but people didn't really know if they were going to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they didn't know they were going to actually release one because I mean the 1M was an M series in itself, but
they couldn't name it M1 because the M1 was taken by the supercar.
Yeah, no, that's a great car, and this is following suit. It definitely moves though. So what's 0 to 100?
5 seconds in the manual and 4.8 in the 8-speed automatic.
Very respectful. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
Do you know that guy?
No, I don't. Okay. So this is... What's this? Coffee and Beans. So Coffee and Beans in Hill.
Apple map, there are 3 names for this place.
Oh, there's 3 names. Okay, where are we?
There's Cafe Bohemi.
Nescafe Bohemi, yeah.
There is On Red.
On Red.
There's Little Brother at Red Hill.
What do we think it is?
One of them must have been the restaurant upstairs. Good coffees. You need it to be ground and like pressured.
Well, this is the
within
thing.
like a few seconds.
Yeah. So
Otherwise, it oxidizes.
Oxidizes. Yes.
Yeah.
No, because the thing is, I did like a barista.
Oh yeah, Una, right?
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
And I did that, and it was I did it because I had to do it for my for the dealership that I work at. And yeah, I had to do that barista course, and then the whole thing was that it was just like that. It was like you got to do it quick. You
I did exactly that same course.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I did.
It's really nice.
It's really,
good.
really nice. Yeah. They have an advanced course for latte art.
They do have an advanced course for latte art.
Still, it's like $100-something. I'm just like,
it was expensive, but
it's not worth it.
It's for my job. It's worth it. But
for the entry, yes.
For entry,
are you gonna do the latte art?
Maybe. The latte art would be cool. See,
I would love to be able to do it, but I just don't. I can't justify $180 for that.
It's $180.
I don't know, $100-something.
But how much milk do you use? I mean, like, I feel like that's like a.
How much milk do you use?
I feel like that was pretty good. I was like pouring milk down the sink every 30 seconds. I was going, this is alright.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
I feel like that's $100 worth of milk going down the drain.
But they do have really good beans. I think they use Black Betty.
Black Betty. Yeah, because they have all these different blends. Like, so Canberra's like, I mean, I was speaking with this guy and he said Canberra as a coffee capital is like not really like big, right?
Yeah.
It's like Owner.
Yeah.
So Owner Coffee is like a brand of the little spider friend that's joined us, but it's like Owner and then nothing else. Everything else is just like.
Well, there's Cosmorax.
Cosmorax?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's
So which one is this? This is okay. Spider's about to be in my coffee. Check that out.
Just get another cup of coffee.
Yeah, let's get another one. Look, where's he going? I don't know.
I actually don't know.
Oh, he's making a little home here. He's just getting a bit wily, this one. Because look at that. They go. Yep, that's what we got. But I feel like it's maybe run to Costco and get a bag of beans.
I doubt that's what they do.
I doubt it. But this is okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a little bit too hot, but that's okay.
It's a little bit. So milk. Does that mean the milk spoon? That's weird. Yeah, you feel like the milk spoon?
Yeah.
It's too hot. Milk spoon. Did you know that? If you didn't know that, if you're making milk, you put your hand on the side, and then you don't let go until it starts burning. And the guy told me at this course saying, no, it's okay. You can hold your hand there as long as you can, but as soon as it starts feeling hot, then pull away. Then it'll be always between 60 and 65 degrees. And then I was going,
I feel like that's a pretty inaccurate way to measure temperature.
It was good. He had the thermometer going.
Yeah, I know. Like, so you can get one of those thermometers, but the problem is the thermometer is always really slow to climb up. The needle.
Yeah.
Really slow to climb up.
So you're like,
so you have to stop at like 55. Otherwise, if you stop at 65, it's going to go to like 80.
I feel like that's something I would do.
I'm ambivalent about the Mustangs.
Man, there's a whole group of them just cruising. That's what they do on Sundays. You hear that? That's what they do on Sundays. Hit crowds.
I've never seen this many Mustangs together.
No, it's really dangerous. Like if you stand on the sidewalk, it's gonna hit you. You just don't want to watch them go past.
No. If it's on the sidewalk of a straight street, it's fine.
Yeah. No, straight street. No. When you're leaving straight street, they go.
Exactly.
Have you seen those YouTube video compilations?
I have actually been watching those for the past 2 days. Kind of
Mustang?
Like compulsively. Not Mustangs, but like just car crashes. I find them, strangely satisfying.
Oh man, you can't be saying that. So Canberra's got this weird car scene. It's like
Corvette Club.
Yeah.
Are there only like 3 Corvettes in Canberra?
There was 5 of them, but I think there's more. So they have this weird car scene in Canberra where you have like all the Holden Commodores with the straight pipes and the shit boxes and just like Rexies with like straight pipes, and then okay, great. But then you also have like this super elite, which I didn't think existed until I started working a bit this sector. Like you have a couple of GT2 RSs, like Lamborghinis, Ferraris.
The 4Cs.
The four seats, like all these like really top end cars.
Yeah.
And then you have this weird mid tier of these clubs where you have like Corvette Club.
Yep.
And then you have like Mustang Club, and then like there's a cool Fox body. I really like that Fox body police car. That's cool.
I know nothing about Mustangs apart from they're called Mustangs.
Yeah. So your M235i, have you had a first service on it yet?
I haven't.
Oh, I'm waiting for that one.
Me too. But it was so I bought it in early November.
Yeah.
But it was serviced in September.
Yeah, right.
So it was serviced pretty recently, but obviously the tires, the wheels need to be changed. And also, you know, if you have seen the footage of the rashes on the wheels, that was not me. Okay, so I have not curbed this car at all.
It's in pretty poor condition. Whoever owned it last just used the wheels as guidelines against the gutter. They went,
I believe so, yeah.
The person who told them to drive just went like, this is, if as soon as you feel the wheels grinding,
yeah,
you park.
That's
well.
right.
You're close.
That's
You're
right.
close.
That's right.
You're not there, but you're close.
Yeah.
So you start ripping the wheels off.
They are pretty badly damaged. So I got a new set of wheels, which is like exactly the same, but just differently painted.
So new set.
Yeah.
So they're black, or they like
they're gloss black.
Gloss black.
Yeah.
All right.
Which I'm imagining is going to turn matte black in like 3 days because of how dirty it will get.
What's the thing? Black wheels, right? You don't have to really wash them.
That's true.
I don't know how like unwashed can you go though. That's the thing.
I just use a pressure washer to go down the wheels.
Doesn't work for mine. Those Brembos, man. They just stick.
Oh, true.
They stick your soul. That brake dust. Is it okay if I can take your car for a drive?
Yeah, absolutely.
See what we're gonna have a look at these Mustangs real quick.
After I wipe off the coffee on the arm.
Yeah, Genius threw coffee into the bin as hard as he could, not realizing he hadn't finished the whole thing.
Finish it. It was just. I thought I finished it.
Oh man. And then you have all these ones just here behind us, a lot of old ones. My favorite one's this Fox body though. I really like this Fox body. So it's like it looks like it came from like the Blues Brothers or something like that. It's like this one here. You've got fake sirens, because you're not allowed, I don't think you're legally allowed to have like red and blue lights on your, so he's got covers for them. But then it's got like an old dash cam from like the
I love the dash
90s. But yeah, Fox bodies don't get a lot of love because they're considered the ugly Mustang, but they always get like nitrous injection and all that. What's happened with the inside of those wheels? It's like the paint's chipped away on them, the factory wheels.
I think it's just dust.
Is it? No, I don't think it is.
Oh no, it is. Oh.
Yeah. Well, doors over here. This is my first time driving a BMW.
Is this your first time driving a BMW?
The funny thing is I've driven a 911 before I've driven a BMW. So I've driven Boxsters, 911s, Caymans. The first thing I realized, oh no, it's just the way I was sitting. I thought they were offset pedals for a second, like
a Lancia.
Yeah, like a Lancia. Here we go. Yeah, that started really well.
It's electric. Clutching.
Yeah. Hey? Do the key. Oh, it's right there. Oh, do press. Hang on, wait. There we go. Really had BMW reliability strike again. So, driving a front wheel drive car, I just go, it's good, but as I was saying to Stephen earlier, it's just, the wheels sort of skip and jump before you can go anywhere if you want to put your foot down. But in this, it's like, you put your foot down, it's instant, like, because I guess spinning turns into traction, where on a front wheel drive car just gets lost. This handles so well. Like,
well, you're only going at 40 kilometers per hour.
I know, but I'm just loving it. So, just even feel this, it's so flat through a corner.
Yeah, so it's actually got the M adaptive dampers. So it's the magnetic damper that actually hardens out when you're in sports or sports plus.
Gotcha.
It's not very obvious because obviously the damper's job is for it to return in a more controlled manner. So you still get the initial roll.
Yeah, right.
But it just feels harder because it's returning a little bit faster.
Man, the thing with Canberra drivers though is like, they can never choose to be, they're either speed or they're just doing really slow speed. There's no in between.
You know, you get some of the days that you're just like having so much fun driving around, and some other days you just like get terrible traffic It's not slow.
But
It's
peak
just
hour,
frustrating.
no, peak hour takes 30 minutes in a day, right?
Exactly,
Like
yeah.
the thing with the BMW is that you can get your live, what is it? Your like kilowatts and also horsepower.
Like the sports display.
Yeah.
It's not directly measured, so
No.
it's just an estimate based on your throttle position.
Oh, it's an estimate.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's right.
Okay.
You're obviously not using like 10 horsepowers right now.
That's true.
So
See here, I thought.
yeah, it's just an
Smarty
estimate.
pants. I need to work on that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing I find as well. So from the first to second, it's very difficult to get a smooth gear change in this car for some reason.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't just me.
No. Like I had exactly the same issue in my 125 as well, because it has exactly the same gearbox, which is the ZF-S6H something.
Yeah. Yeah, long doors.
Yeah.
I heard that's just the biggest pain in the ass, because I mean my car's got.
You're in first. You're still in first. You're in reverse. Yeah, you're in
I
reverse.
hate reverse in a 6-speed. Well, thank you very much, Stephen.
No worries.
That's been awesome, dude. We'll catch up another time
Absolutely.
when you do get those new wheels and if we do track days and do drives.
Yeah, when I buy M8,
M8.
when that comes
I'm
out.
looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's only
Can't wait.
$300 or
I think
$400,000.
What's that compared to this, right?
Exactly.
All right, join us next time on Cars Coffee Canberra. This has been awesome. Thanks for watching episode 1, and we'll shortly have episode 2 coming to you soon. Thank you.